A very good morning, dear students. So, how are you all doing? I am Miss Preeta Prasad and I shall be teaching you social studies. Are you taking good care of yourselves and following all COVID rules? The pandemic is still here and we need to be careful. We need to wear a mask when we step out. We need to wash our hands frequently and we also need to maintain a social distance. And it is because of this scenario that we are not able to continue with our offline classes. In the given scenario, the best is that we follow with our online classes and video tutorials. We teachers do miss meeting you all and interacting with our dear students. And I am sure you too must be missing your school and your friends. So let us hope and pray to God that this tough time passes soon and we are able to meet each other as soon as possible. Till then, we shall continue in this way. We have already finished chapter 1, the sources of history, and today we are going to learn about chapter 2, that is calendars and timeline. In chapter 1, we learned about history, which is the study of our past. Now, to understand history better, we need to understand the concept of time. We need to understand the concept of chronology and how events take place in sequence. In this lesson, we are going to learn about calendars and we are also going to learn about timeline. Assignments will follow, and together with these video tutorials you will be getting your assignments. It is very important that you do your assignment very neatly in your notebook, and whenever you need to underline or draw lines, please use a ruler and a pencil. Please do not use ball pen, and it is advised to use blue gel pen. And please do not use black pen too. Do your work very neatly, and if there is any drawing, please do that neatly too. So let us begin with the lesson now. These are the key concepts that we are going to learn in this chapter. We are going to learn about Gregorian calendar, Saka calendar, timeline, and we are also going to learn what CE and BCE means. We begin with Gregorian calendar, and here you can see the picture of a Gregorian calendar for the year 2021. Gregorian calendar is internationally the most popular civil calendar. It is followed in most of the countries and it is a solar calendar. A common year in a Gregorian calendar has 365 days, which are divided into 12 months of different lengths. In the table here you can see the names of these months, that is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. These are the 12 months of Gregorian calendar and they have different lengths. As you can see, the second month, that is February, has 28 days during a common year. But every fourth year, when it is a leap year, it has one extra day. So in a leap year, February has 29 days and a leap year has 366 days. Last year, that is 2020, was a leap year, and when will we have the next leap year? The next leap year will fall in the year 2024. So the second calendar that we are going to learn about is Saka calendar. Here you can see the picture of the Saka calendar for the month 2021. The Saka calendar is also called the National Calendar of India. It was adopted by Government of India on 22nd March 1957. Just like Gregorian calendar, a normal year in Saka calendar is also divided into 12 months and it has 365 days. In the table here you can see the names of these months and the number of days the months have. The first month, as you can see here, is Chaitra. It has 30 days or 31 days. Now, normally Chaitra months consists of 30 days in a common year, and in a leap year it gets one extra day and it has 31 days. So just like we have February in the Gregorian calendar having one extra day in a leap year, in the Sakha calendar, Chaitra is the month which has one extra day in a leap year. Normally Chaitra falls on March 22nd according to Gregorian calendar. It begins on March 22nd. But when we have a leap year, it begins on March 21st itself. The names of the months can be seen here, and these are Chaitra, Vaishakha, Jyeshtha, Asadha, Shravana, Bhadra, Ashwin, Kartika, Agrayana, Posha, Magha and Falguna. These are the 12 months of Sakha calendar. Now, what is the relationship between the Gregorian calendar and the Sakha calendar? The Sakha Samvat or the Sakha era began in 78 AD. Therefore, the years in the Sakha calendar are counted from 78 AD of the Gregorian calendar. Now, let us learn this with the help of an example. Then you will be able to understand better. So, the present year is year 2021. This is according to the Gregorian calendar. Now, how will we get the Sakha year? To get that, we have to subtract 78 from 2021 and then we get 1943. So, the current year is year 1943 according to Sakha calendar, and it is year 2021 according to Gregorian calendar. When you go back to the picture of Sakha calendar which I have put there in the previous slide, you will see in the corner it is written Shak Samvat 1943. That refers to the Sakha year. Okay. Now we are going to learn about timeline and what is meant by BC and AD. As we have already learned, history is the study of our past and it deals with the complete story of man. Now, how to measure this long period became a big problem for historians. So, what did they do? They came about with a solution. And what was the solution? The solution was introduction of the terms BC and AD. Now, we have a referral point or a focal point which is the birth of Christ, the birth of Christ. The birth of Christ is considered as the focal point from which we count the dates. If an event happened 100 years before the birth of Christ, we say that the event happened in 100 BC. Similarly, if an event happened 100 years after the birth of Christ, we say it happened in 100 AD. So the letters BC stand for before Christ and AD stands for Anno Domini, which in simple language means the year of the Lord. Now, let us take one more example to understand it better. There is an event in history called invasion of Alexander. Alexander invaded India. Alexander attacked India. Alexander came to India in the year 326 BC. What does this mean? This means that he came to India or he invaded India 326 years before Christ was born. Now suppose your birthday is 2004. Let us take an example. You were born in the year 2004 AD. What does this mean? This means that you were born 2004 years after Christ was born. So we are using 2004 AD. The present year is 2021 AD, which means Christ was born 2021 years before this year. So this is the way we refer to different events in history by using the term BC and AD. And when we use this term, we know that this event happened before the birth of Christ or after the birth of Christ. This is the picture of a typical timeline. It is a very simplified version, and this you can find in your book on page number 11. You have to learn to draw this very neatly using a ruler and a pencil. And when you are drawing, you have to mark the arrows as well as write the names of the years, and you have to show BC and AD. This you will be doing very neatly while doing the assignment in your notebook. Okay? CE and BCE. Now we are going to learn what these two terms mean. CE stands for Common Era or Current Era and is often used as an alternative naming of Anno Domini, that is AD. Similarly, BCE stands for Before Common Era and is also used in place of Before Christ or BC. Now we'll go back to our previous example. We can say that Alexander invaded India in 326 BC or 326 BCE. Similarly, we can say that the current year is 2021 AD or 2021 CE. So this is how we use these two terms. With this, we come to the end of today's video tutorial. Go through the lesson again and again, and I am sure you will be able to understand it very well. Also learn to draw the timeline, and do not forget to use a ruler and a pencil when you are doing the drawing. Till we meet again with the next video tutorial, take good care of yourselves and keep smiling, and very important, keep learning too.